wanted to achieve more. I became the first steelpanist to perform on the Great Wall of China. So shortly after, I set the Guinness World Record for the longest marathon playing steelpan. I'm a musician from Trinidad and Tobago. I play the national instrument. It's called the steelpan. It's the first musician ever to perform at all the new 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
And in a couple of days, I would have performed at the Taj Mahal. People say, oh, but you need to go to Mumbai here.
But you have a limited time.
But now I need to come back.
back. It's nothing new for you.
Yeah, Rogan, Josh, Matika, I have this home, Nan. But everybody in Trinidad has their own double person. And they all swear that double person is the greatest. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My guy is the best.
Yeah. Good morning. Nice to have you, Joshua, with us. And today we are going to have an amazing podcast with an amazing artist from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
And his name is Joshua Regrello. And he's on a mission. One of the very interesting in a while. He's about to perform at 7 wonders of the world. He's already covered 2 or 3?
2.
Yeah. And tomorrow, or maybe next few days, he's going to perform at Taj Mahal as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did this idea come to your mind? Do share a little bit about this idea of performing at 7 wonders of the world.
Yes, so I'm a musician from Trinidad and Tobago. I play the national instrument. It's called the steelpan. So I think the last couple of years, different things have happened within my life that have made me just want to achieve more.
Okay.
And so that first, in 2024 last year, June, I became the first steelpanist to perform on the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
And that was one of the moments that showed me that I could do more.
Do tell us a little bit about Steelpan, because I'm sure that many of our listeners and viewers, they don't know about Steelpan, even though it's like, I would say kind of a national instrument for you guys.
Yes.
But please.
So the steelpan it's the only acoustic instrument invented in the 20th century. It's a percussive steel, some people call it a steel drum, steelpan. You can play any sound on it. It's very beautiful. And so in 2024, I performed on the Great Wall of China.
Yes.
And afterwards, shortly after, I set the Guinness World Record for the longest marathon playing steelpan.
Wow. That's for how many hours?
31 hours.
So basically, you perform for more than a day, 31 hours.
Yeah, more than a day.
No break, nothing?
Yeah, I had 2 breaks. You're allowed a 5-minute break.
Just 5 minutes.
Every 45 minutes, you can get a 5-minute break, and you can accumulate that over time. But what I did was I just took 2 20-minute breaks.
That's it?
Around 2 20-minute breaks, yeah. The journey has always been, the goal has always been to be the first musician ever to perform at all the new 7 wonders of the world. So we've done China last year. I just came from Brazil at Christ Redeemer.
Yeah.
And in a couple of days, I would have performed at the Taj Mahal. And then I go to Petra in Jordan.
I'm excited about that, the performing at Taj Mahal.
Well, first of all, this is my first time in India ever. Besides the Taj Mahal, just being here and being so far from home is an experience and something that I'm very grateful for. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have this interview.
When you were growing up, did you ever think of coming to India or visiting India one day? Was it in your mind?
Yeah, but I never thought that it was possible, It's
so far.
Yeah, it's so far.
It's a different part of the world, right?
Yeah, and it feels like a dream, So to actually be here, to wake up and to be in New Delhi just feels like a dream.
And if I may ask you, how old were you when you heard the name of the India for the first time?
Oh, all my life. So my great-grandfather is directly from India. I have Indian heritage. I come from Trinidad and Tobago. We have a very large East Indian population. So I've always heard about India. I've always been immersed in Indian culture. I've always listened to Indian music. So I'm from very young.
Sounds good. And also, for many people around the world, the steelpan is still a mysterious instrument.
Yes.
It's not like, everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
I know that it's super famous in the Caribbean island. And there are many people who are into music, they all know about it. But it's not very popular, I would say, in India and many other parts of the world.
Not yet.
So, not yet. But now, yeah, exactly. That's what he's trying to do, right?
Yeah.
So could you explain what makes it so special? Its sound, its roots, its connection to Trinidad and Tobago?
Let me just tell you a quick joke before I tell you. So, because you asked me when did I first hear about India.
Yeah.
So yesterday I had a performance at the National Museum.
Yes,
And so, yeah, a guy came up to me afterwards to take a picture. I said, oh my gosh, I love your outfit.
Yeah.
He's like, it's called a kurta. I was like, I know one kurta. I have kurtas.
He thought maybe
yeah. But yeah, it's very difficult to explain the magic of the steelpan, only because you have to really experience it. So,
I know it because I have experiences. So for me, that was, I would say, one of the best
You never expect it to sound like that. You never expect it to be that loud.
Sure.
And what makes it unique is, I think, the history of it. It was birthed in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's because we had a lot of oil. We have a lot of oil as a country, so we had a lot of spare barrels, and from that we literally created an instrument from that. So I don't think anywhere else in the world would have been able to do it. We have a history of which first forms of steel pans were biscuit tins and old, like
the leftovers, the garbage.
Any like cans that was found, and hitting that and making sounds out of it. We realized, okay, we're making indentations in this tin that is creating sounds, and that has transcended and become what Steelpan is today. And so you see this, people always are amazed at, and they try to look under it to see there's some kind of electronics or something.
I feel the same.
Yeah, you want to look in. So yesterday, I've been playing pan for 25 years. Yesterday was the first time ever in my entire life that somebody said, "Could you turn this around on stage and play it?" So I turned the entire thing around because he was so amazed to see what it looks like.
But that's what makes it so beautiful, right?
Right, and that's why you have to really see it. And other parts of the world, we play in what is called a steel band. So that's like an organized group of players, and that could range from 3 people, 5 people to 150 people. And they sound together. It's so loud. Like, people are amazed when that starts. All of the Delhi hear it.
So when you were like a kid, when you were growing up, you knew always that you want to be an artist. You're gonna like play Steelpan all over the world. Was it in your mind?
That's a great question. So I grew up. My father owns a steel band in Trinidad, right? So I literally grew up around music,
like in your gene.
Literally,
DNA. Yeah.
I was always around music. I think innately I knew I wanted to do music. There are probably some times in my life that I felt like I should have done something else, or maybe wanted to do something else. But I think deep down I always know that this path was for me.
You grew up to be a great musician. That's cool. And also I want to ask you that you have performed with some of the wonders already, right? Yeah. What about the reactions from the people? They must be amazed, right?
Yeah. And that's another reason I said that there's so many things that have happened within the last 2 years that just really changed what I do and what I want to do. Coming to India and seeing how many people have not seen this instrument or are amazed by it.
True.
And that makes me, when I go back, that makes me say I need to come back to India.
Yeah.
You know?
They want to know more about it, but it's just that they had enough opportunities to to explore about it.
And so you meet so many nice people. I met this guy called Arjun, he owns the Piano Man.
Yeah.
And you were there. He's such a nice guy. And then we have these conversations and people say, but you need to go to Mumbai here.
But you have a limited time.
But now I need to come back. Back.
You have to.
Yeah, and I have a good friend here, Mr. Ali, so I know.
And obviously, Mr. Ali is there.
He'll make sure that I come back soon.
That would be amazing. You have to. Maybe for a longer period of time. So yeah.
For sure.
And also one of the things that fascinates me personally is the deep connection between Trinidad and Tobago and India.
Yes.
So many families in Trinidad and Tobago, their roots back to India, right? Their families, like ancestors and Indian culture. It's very woven beautifully into your islands.
Yes.
So through music, tradition, foods, and especially food. So do you feel, or have you ever felt a little bit of Indian influence?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In what ways?
In every way possible.
I share about that.
I think, so what has made India, this experience so special to me is that it feels a lot like home.
Yeah. I was sharing one of the stories that you were having some food or something like.
Yeah, it's a lot of the food I have at home, so.
It's nothing new for you.
Yeah, Rogan, Josh, Matika, I have this home, naan.
Chana.
Yeah. And one of our national dishes is official is doubles. I have doubles like 4 times a week. Wow. I love doubles. I love
Do tell us more about doubles, please.
It's like fried bread, puri and chana. But the way that we prepare our chana is different than the way it's here.
That makes it different.
Yeah, so even a lot of the same food is just prepared differently in Trinidad and India. And you have to experience it to taste. Also, the food here is much more spicier.
Yeah?
Yeah, the food here, very spicy.
What about you guys? You guys don't choose that much of a spice?
Our spice is optional. So you could, so we have you have pepper, and then you could tell the person how much pepper you want. So if you want a little bit, you say slight pepper. And if you want plenty, you say heavy pepper.
Okay.
Here, it's mandatory. So we went to, my favorite thing to go to these, Mr. Ali takes me every night, the barbecue places, and they bring the kebabs. I love it. But it's so spicy.
Yeah, you can ask for the less spicy ones as well.
Back to the question. In so many ways, I feel it. So, the food, a lot of my regular diet in Trinidad is Indian food. Whether it be doubles, whether it be roti. I have so many kurtas. I literally have so many Indian outfits. I play my regular repertoire includes a lot of Bollywood music.
Wow.
Right. I remember growing up with my mom. Sorry, I don't know. I'm rambling. My mom, my mom and I would grow up watching Indian shows. So,
for example,
Vachan. You know Vachan?
I don't know. No, old one must be an old one, right?
We would it used to come out every Thursday.
Okay. and what else?
And that was just our favorite. Like so, every Thursday we'd look at it. But it was just so many. Then there's music. So we're taught our history, you know, so we know about the Fata Rozak, we know about our history. That's the boat that came to Trinidad. Like I think it's the first boat that the Fata Rozak. I think that's the first boat that came to Trinidad with indentureship workers.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so and it just this in so many ways I am influenced, but not just me. Like it's not specific to me. I think that's a Trinidad. I think a Trinidad Tobago experience includes a large amount of East Indian influence.
Eastern influence. Yeah. That's cool.
I mean, we literally call the West Indies.
Yeah.
Because you know West Indians. So.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I want to know about the Indian festivals like Diwali and Phagwa, right?
Yeah.
Holi.
Yeah.
What do you guys call it? Phagwa or Holi? Holi, right?
Yeah. So we actually have a discussion before. It's very similar, but very, very spiritual.
For you guys, very spiritual. It's not like the carnival party that.
Oh no, for sure. It's like totally different.
Don't tell me about it.
No, it's very, very spiritual. Carnival for sure is like, if you don't know what carnival is our...
Please talk about carnival.
Yeah, carnival is our celebration. We call it the greatest show on earth, and it's around like the first quarter of the year. The date changes because it coincides with the Christian calendar. So
it's already done for this year.
Yeah, so it's always the 2 days before Ash Wednesday, right? And that is revelry. That's fun. Diwali is much different, right?
Okay.
It's very religious, and for transparency's sake, I'm Christian, right? Okay. So I'm speaking from just my opinion, but also my experience. So I went to both. What do you call schools? Do you have primary school and secondary school?
Secondary school.
Yeah. Okay. Same.
Yeah.
So I went to primary school and secondary school with predominantly East Indian population in both. So that when I tell you that I am exposed to the culture, it's because of like my friends, a lot of my friends,
especially because of the childhood friends.
Yeah. And they all look the same too. Like when I'm here, I see so many, but we all very similar. Like you could tell that all people are from here, but I can tell the difference. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. It's very holy.
And do you also celebrate Diwali?
As in me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have family friends that we go by, and very big population in Trinidad that are Hindus and people that
everywhere is colorful clothes, kurta.
I don't think it's as colorful as in India, but it's very colorful.
It's very colorful.
Yeah, I've seen some very colorful ones here.
India is a very colorful country overall, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think it's as colorful here.
Let's talk about the foods of Trinidad and Tobago, right? So like from roti to doubles, from curry chana to also pies. What's your personal favorite Indian inspired dish there?
Oh, doubles for sure.
Doubles for sure?
For sure. Yeah.
We should try doubles, right?
I've made it once, but you don't want to have mine.
Can you suggest some your favorite sports of doubles in Trinidad and Tobago?
My favorite sports?
Yeah.
That's a hot argument. Like if I tell, because it's the thing about it, it's like it's very simple to make, but it's so like you could get. So there's the it's puri, right? We call it puri. Some people like it crispy. Some people like it softer. So everybody has their own unique.
What's your favorite one?
Oh, I like my we call it bara. I like mine very crispy. I don't like my chana very runny. So that's my mixture.
Okay.
And I have my doubles guy, but everybody in Trinidad has their own doubles person. And they all swear that doubles person is the greatest. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My guy is the best.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing for them, right? Just so it matters a lot to them.
Yeah. Also, I'm from South Trinidad, and there's a large population of East Indian people in South Trinidad. Yeah. So it's there's a lot of like East Indian food around me, just a lot of East Indian people, and a lot of my friends are East Indian as well. Trinidad is such a unique place that you have to come and experience it. It's such a cosmopolitan place, and we just have so many cultures.
We call it like a Creole culture, right?
Yeah, and it's so mixed. It's so it's very easy to say, but you have to when you see it, you're like, oh, wow.
It's a different experience.
Yeah, and we have such amazing temples, and Mr. Ali, who's off screen, he can tell you it's such an interesting culture. You know?
That's cool.
So it's like mini India.
It's like a mini India.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of culture, we just talked about Carnival, which is like one of the biggest festivals, I would say. Like I think it's pretty famous in all the Caribbean, the whole Caribbean area.
Yeah, and sharing throughout the world now too.
Yeah. So, as a musician, as an artist, what does it mean to you personally?
To be a musician?
Like the Carnival, how does it influence the music?
Carnival is life. It is the time that you just feel most free. You know, when we describe it and when we talk about it, it just sounds like a big party, but it's like a ritual.
Yeah.
It's
there's a history behind it as well, right?
Yeah,
it's obviously it's a party, but at the same time, like it's a history of
it's linked to
resistance and.
Yeah, man, do your research. I like that. So it's linked to slavery. It's linked to, in a very simple way, it was when the slaves were in Trinidad, and you know the French would always have these grand balls and these grand parties, and the slaves would mimic it, right? So a lot of our traditional, we have these characters that come out, and they all just like mimics of what they saw the slave owners doing.
Yeah, the Europeans, so it was the Spanish or the British.
And so even Steelpan was born out of resistance, because at first the Africans that came to Trinidad, they brought their drums. Similarly, you know, the East Indians, they brought their instruments, and that's how everything came to Trinidad. Not everything, but a lot of our culture. So the Africans brought their drums, and that was banned. And then they started to beat bamboo. Like they would literally cut bamboo and make rhythms out of it. And that also got banned, and it was a progression of resistance and innovation, and that's what Steelpan came out of, right? Wow. And throughout so many parts of our culture and our people, you see that resistance, and so that's why Carnival, from the outside, it just looks like this big party, but it means so much to us, the people. And even if you don't know that it means so much, it's very subliminal, it's very subconscious, but that freedom is a part of you, and you feel that euphoria.
And what's your favorite part of Carnival?
We have Mass.
Tell me about it.
Mass, it's the days when we go out for 2 days, the Monday and Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. We go out at Ash Wednesday, so it's in the like Lenten calendar. Today, it's like the start of Lent, right? You know, Lenten period.
I don't know about it, but yeah.
Okay, that's in like Catholics. There's a Lenten period. It's 40 days, and Monday and Tuesday before, we go out on the road and people are in costumes. You don't need to be in a costume.
Okay.
And that is like the pinnacle of Carnival. Everything leads up to. In Trinidad, we have a very long Carnival period, right? So those 2 days are what you really call Carnival. But before that, we have like parties and celebrations.
I see.
So it's like 2 months of partying, and it leads up to those 2 days, right?
You guys work also during that time or not? Or just party?
Less work, more party, but we're still working. Okay. All right? We're a very happy culture and a very happy people.
Yeah.
But we get a lot done, right? You can give us nothing and we get plenty done. So work is still happening, but it's very much focused on those 2 days. So for those 2 days, everyone's in the streets. It's like
children, adults.
Yeah, everybody. And we're just having a good time.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Everyone.
And also, there's Steelpan. It has such a deep connection with Carnival, right? It plays a very important part of the Carnival as well. So do you perform during Carnival season?
Yeah, for sure. And so there's this competition called Panorama.
Okay.
And that's where I told you about the steel bands. Every year there's Panorama. That is like the main steel band competition in the world. So, and steel bands are kind of like based on areas, like, you know, IPL, and there's
it changes from the state
so
to state
everybody kind of has every committee has their steel band.
Okay.
And then they go to this competition to see who wins, basically. And it's very competitive.
Wow.
And it's magical. It's magical because it's literally communities coming together to create this sound, and then they go to this competition, and you have different size steel bands. Some are small, some are big, but it's a very special.
Must be a huge competition for them, right?
Yeah.
Super important.
It's very important. It basically decides your year. That's bragging rights.
Yeah.
If you win that, you're technically the best for the year. You understand? So and steel band is a big part of Carnival, and historically steel band has been a big part of Carnival. In the early days of Carnival, the sounds that you heard on the streets were from steel bands. Of course, that has evolved now with modern music.
Yeah.
So now you have speakers on the road, you have trucks on the road. We have these big trucks with speakers. It's so loud. And
do the locals get offended with that or
no?
not?
Everyone. I mean, there's some people who, of course, don't like it. But there's an understand. During that period, there's an understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but
just puff.
Let's say one band has 1,000. We call them masqueraders. We play mass. You call them masquerader, right? Let's say we have 1,000 people.
Yeah.
That band would have like 5 big trucks playing music. You know,
that's a lot.
Think about the trucks that you're allowed in Delhi at night.
Wow.
Filled from top to bottom with speakers.
Wow. For 2 months.
Blast. I mean, No, it's less for 2 months.
Yeah.
It's less on the streets. The parties are in like organized places, but those 2 days in particular,
That's crazy, right? That must be
it's like, yeah, it's loud. It's so nice.
That's why you guys love, like, you know, the loud music, the culture. It's just very happy, like, very happening.
That's why when anyone talks to me, I'm like, I can't hear you, like, because also people don't understand how loud a steelpan is. It's
Yeah, I understand.
so loud. And it's acoustic.
India should be the normal for you in many ways because, again, it's a very, like, you know, especially Delhi, it's a very noisy city.
You find so?
Yeah, it's a very
I don't
noisy.
find so at all.
You don't think so?
Yeah, no, it's none. Like, and yeah, I think because I grew up in Trinidad, and what makes Trinidad such a magical place is the steel bands. They practice in a lot of like the home of a steel band is called a panyard, right? And they're scattered all throughout Trinidad, but it's so loud that if you live in a community with a panyard or a steel band, you're gonna hear that all the time. Like let's say there's a steel band like miles away, you're gonna hear that sound, like it's gonna travel. So throughout Trinidad and throughout different times in Trinidad, we're literally filled with the sound of steel band, and it's so nice.
And what was the reaction of your friends when they came to know that you're coming to India and gonna perform?
I think at this point they're just kind of like numb to the things that I do.
Yeah.
So just like,
They must be proud of you, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you all need to do a better job of telling me because they don't tell me, but I understand. But I think at this point it's also like,
Yeah.
they've seen I travel now very actively. So now it's just like, where you now?
Yeah.
And they don't even ask me. They just like, where you now? Literally.
For them, it's super normal now,
Yeah.
right? Because they've been singing for a long time.
Yeah. So maybe it's less like pride and more of like an expectation. Like they expect greatness of me. So now it's not like they're not shocked or anything. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And you told me that you were 3, right? For like the first time when you played.
Yes.
You were 3 years
Yes,
old,
I've
right?
been
The
playing
first
basketball
time when
all
you
my
played.
life,
Yeah. So you've been doing it.
Yeah, well, I'm only 16, so you know.
Yeah, now he's 16, so that's cool. And Joshua, through your journey,
Yes.
the world record. So you also have made one of the world records, which is amazing. I hope you make many more world records in
Thank
coming months and years. Yep. And you travel a lot, the mission. So what message you would like to share with young musicians and dreamers around the world? I'm sure that even you must be a dreamer growing up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, just dream big.
Yeah.
Dream big and allow yourself to attempt your dreams. I am a firm believer in you could do almost anything you set your mind to or you want to do.
You're a great example of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that you can't, you know.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you know.
pretty much more, I would say 95% of the things.
Yeah, so if it's realistic,
Yeah, it's real.
as in realistic does not mean you don't have to necessarily like taper your dream. But if you think that it can be done, go do it and go attempt it. You know, because the thing is, a lot of times in attempting it, you might learn more than just thinking about it. And even if you in that attempt you realize I want to do something else, at least it gave you the opportunity to know that you want to do something else.
For example, once you made the world record of 31 hours of playing Steelpan, and then you decided to go for the 7 wonders of the world, right?
Yeah.
Once you're done with that, then you'll be going for something else, maybe
Rest.
playing.
I need rest after.
Maybe then you'll go for you can also try Mount Everest. That would be cool, right?
Mount Everest? That's
Yeah,
cool. How far is it from here?
It's not that far, but yeah, you can take a flight to Kathmandu, and from there you have to go to the base camp.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my ambition stops
But
at
it
Mount
would be
Everest.
too cold for you.
Yeah, no, I feel I'm literally in a jacket right now. I don't know if this is like a
He's
bad.
not habituated of cold, by the way.
What, sorry?
You are not habituated of cold. You don't
No,
like cold.
yeah. I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but I just never expected India to be this cold. I know it's a very big country, but like on TV, you just don't think that, okay, no, it looks cold.
Yeah, they just show you like, the sunny sides, maybe like, a huge part of northern India, Rajasthan, Delhi and all that.
Yeah, so now that I'm like, wow, I've been freezing cold.
You can go to some of the parts of the India and will be like cold as Switzerland. Or many, like,
Yeah,
European
somebody told me
countries.
there was a place that is like, I must travel to, and it's so nice.
Kashmir?
I can't remember. You see this beautiful snow. But yeah, hopefully I'm back in India soon.
Hopefully.
And we can connect again.
Sure, definitely.
And I get to do a nice tour and let people experience this beautiful instrument, but also experience themselves in the instrument.
Yeah, that would be amazing.